Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Alyssa. I am a teen mom of a 4-month-old baby boy, Aiden. Say hi, Aiden. Say hi. And as some know, my channel is here to support teen moms, and whether that be just sharing my life with them, to show you guys that being a teen mom, like, although it can be difficult at times, not all the time, but at times, it is very rewarding, whether it be me sitting down like today and giving you guys advice, whatever it may be. My channel is here for you guys. Anybody who is not a teen parent is also welcomed. I'd love to share my journey with Aiden and any future littles I have with all you guys. But today's video is a sit down video again. It is to kind of just, I want to talk to you guys and give you some advice that I have learned, and advice I would have wanted to hear if I was still in school when I had Aiden. But as you guys know, I was not in school. I was newly into my own apartment. But yeah. So the first piece of advice, and one of the biggest pieces, is to breathe. I know that kind of seems silly for me to say, but times are going to get hard. It is going to be difficult. You are going to have lack of sleep, and you are going to get frustrated. You're going to get upset. Just breathe. It is going to be okay. And like, when you don't know what to do, breathe. It is a learning experience for everybody. Whether you're on your first kid, whether you're on your 5th kid, like, it is a learning experience. Each baby is different. Everything is different. But yeah, that is one of my biggest pieces of advice for you guys. So when you guys face this time of not knowing exactly what to do, ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Whether you're asking for help from your mom, your dad, your significant other, your friend, your counselor, like whoever it is, do not be afraid to ask for help, because if you do not ask for help, you will get overwhelmed and things will get even more stressful. And like, it's just so important to ask for help, because you, like, as much as you want to do everything on your own, as much as you want to know everything to do, you will not be able to do every tiny little thing on your own, especially when you have no idea what to do. And there is numerous times where I call up my mom and I'm like, hey mom, like, is this okay? Like, should he be doing this? And I go for her for the help, like, even if it's not like her personally doing it, like, even if it's just asking her something, like, it is okay to ask for help. Don't think it is not okay to ask for help. And my next piece of advice that goes along with this one is always remember nobody is perfect. Even the ones who claim that they are perfect and act like they are perfect, they are not perfect. People will act like they have everything under control, but nothing is perfect all the time. Do not beat yourself up for this, because, like I said, nobody is perfect. As long as you're not committing harm to yourself, your baby, or others, like, it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay because you are human and nobody is perfect no matter how hard they try to be perfect. Parenting is such a weird comparison, but parenting is like handling a new species. What I mean by that is you might know some things when it comes to parenting, but there is no way you will know everything about it. You learn as you go, and you always need to remember that it is a learning experience. And like, I cannot say this enough, but nobody is perfect, and that is okay. Like, if I was perfect, like, I don't know what I'd do. Everybody has flaws. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody gets angry. Everybody gets frustrated. Everybody gets upset. Like, it is okay. Nobody is perfect, and you need to accept that, especially going into parenthood. You need to understand that you will get frustrated. You will get very upset. Like, especially the first few months of having a baby, you will be lacking a lot of sleep and you will get frustrated very fast. And it's just how you handle your frustration is key. Like, I remember the first month Aiden was back, I was so tired. I was also healing from a C-section, and like, I wanted to scream into a pillow. Like, I was so frustrated. I couldn't understand why he wasn't going to bed. And I just looked at him and I just asked him, I was like, are we going to stay up all night? And he kind of just looked up at me. And in that moment, although I was very tired and I was frustrated that I couldn't get him to bed, I took a breath and I reminded myself that he is my entire world and these nights are not going to last forever. Like, they get on a sleep schedule. He is now 4 months old and he is on a fantastic sleep schedule. And I'm saying that as last night he went to bed for 2 hours and woke up and played for like an hour and a half and then woke up 3 other times in the night when he usually sleeps from like 10 o'clock to like 9 minimum. And I'm saying that like it's going to be okay because they are little phases. And like I said, parenting is like a new species to yourself. Nobody knows everything, and everybody learns as they go. Alright. My next piece of advice, which doesn't necessarily apply to me because I was out of school when I had him, but what? Hold on. You need bubbles? Oh. Come here. That's a puppy. Alright, so my next piece of advice for you guys, which is very crucial if you guys are in school, is stay in school. Or at least, like, if you cannot due to circumstances, like if you don't have anybody to watch your baby, get something that is equivalent to a high school diploma. I say this because you are going to need education to get a job if you decide to move out of your home state. Like, a lot of places require some form of high school education, whether it is a diploma from high school or a GED. You are going to need this education to provide for your family, for your little baby that is either here or on the way. And I know some may think that it is not important to stay in school, that there is so many other things that they need to do regarding their baby, but it is very important, guys. It is like literally probably 85% of jobs, if I could guess, need you to have some form of education that is at least equivalent to a high school education. If you want an actual career. I'm sorry. If you want a actual career, you need an education. If you want things in the future, like a lot of things ask you about your high school, like apartments, especially here in Vermont. Every apartment I've applied to asked me about my high school education. They asked what grade we completed, or if we had a GED. You need to keep pushing yourself. And I know. Hey. Oh. And while you're busting your butt off and you're thinking of giving up on your education, think of your little one that is either on the way or that is here. Think about when you're older and they're in high school. Would you want them to complete it? Would you want them to give themselves the best future they could? Would you want them to strive and get that high school diploma so they can make their dreams come true? If your answer is yes, if you want that for your kid, show them that by example. Show them that even though you had them, show them that it was possible. Like, they look up to you as they grow up. Like, it is very crucial that you set what you expect to them by example. Do what you'd expect them to do as they grow up. If you're struggling in school because of peers, because of pressure when you're pregnant, this especially goes to girls, like when you're going through this pregnancy, if you are struggling in a school setting because of others, talk to somebody in your school. Talk to your principal, talk to your counselor, talk to your favorite teacher, somebody who you can relate to, and make a first step of figuring out how you can complete your education while being pregnant. Some schools allow you to do schoolwork at home. Some allow students to come in for a few hours. Some give students a separate space to work at. There is so many options to complete education. It is not impossible. It will be hard to do it. I'm not going to say it'll be easy, but it will be hard, but it will be worth it, guys. Like, I can't stress about how important you staying in school, or at least getting that same education is for you and your little. So my next piece of advice goes hand in hand with the last one about school, is take everything one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. Parenting is not easy, like I said before, but it is so rewarding and it is beyond amazing. If you're spending too much time focusing on your future, on like tomorrow, on a month from now, a year from now, you will lose sight of what is right in front of you. And when times get hard, you will panic and you will take the situations like so extreme if you're not taking things one step at a time. So, like I said, take it one step at a time. Figure it out as you go. There is no sense in planning everything, because you could plan 100 steps and the 90th step could be something completely you were not expecting. So take it one step at a time, guys. Oh, somebody getting cranky. Alright. So my fourth piece of advice is completely separate. And it is sleep when your baby can sleep. I personally did not listen to this when I was told this. The first month especially, I wanted everything to be perfect. I wanted everything to be clean. I wanted to solely focus on Aiden all the time, including when he was sleeping, that I just did not want to listen to that. Or, like, I don't know if it was that I didn't want to, or, like, I just couldn't. Like, I was so focused on him. I was so worried about him all the time. Being a new parent, you do worry. I'm not gonna say you don't, because you do. It's constant wondering, like, is everything okay with your baby? Like, I remember the first time putting him in his crib, and when he started rolling onto his stomach, I was like, are you breathing? Like, even to this day, it'll be nice where I look at his camera that's in his crib and I'm like, are you breathing? So I go in and I check on him because I honestly can't tell if he's breathing. Anyways, back to my piece of advice. I regret not listening to everybody when they said to sleep when your baby sleeps. I didn't really relax and I missed out on the proper sleep I needed to recover faster. Especially from having a C-section. Like, I could have recovered so much faster if I actually listened about resting and sleeping. But now that he is 4 months old, I can say to this day I am still recovering from all the sleep I missed, and that is crazy to even think. Honestly, like, in the moment, until you get like super sleep deprived, you don't realize how important your sleep is until it hits you like a freight train. So like I said, Aiden usually sleeps from like 10:30 till like 9:30 ish, with like 1 to 2 feedings in the middle of the night. And like, I try and sleep when he sleeps, but I can say it is so hard to not worry about everything like dishes, cleaning, planning. Now having a YouTube channel, like, I want to make sure all the content is up when you guys are expecting it. Like, I can say some nights it is still hard to remember that I need to sleep when he sleeps. So there will be nights where I get like 4 hours of sleep and I'm like, the next morning I'm like, what did I do to myself? Like, he is trying to crawl. He is not crawling yet, but he is trying so hard. Like, he is very hands-on. We play all the time. Like, I'll be like, what did I do? And I mean, I still make the mistake, but I don't make it as much now. But I really wish I did listen to everybody when they said sleep when your baby sleeps. I know people who are in school will be worrying about stuff like schoolwork and all the fun stuff that comes with high school. But do your schoolwork when your baby takes a nap, or when your baby is playing on his playmat, when your baby is content in a bouncer or a swing. Do your schoolwork then. That way you give yourself that sleep at night. One, to recover from having your kid, and two, so you don't wear yourself out. If you're always going, like, if you're always on the go, you will get burnt out. And that will make things very hard on yourself. So sleep whenever you can. Don't stay up super late when your baby's sleeping on social, like, don't stay up late on social media, or watching TV. Go to bed. Because that will, like, you will have so much time to be on social media, so much time to be able to watch TV, but your sleep is so crucial, and I think he needs some sleep. You need some sleep? Yeah, right now he's getting cranky. But my last piece of advice is for you guys is when you guys get a support system, do not take advantage of it. Baby. When people offer you help, accept it kindly and thank them for the help. Do not rely on them 24/7, because when you decided you wanted to keep your baby and be a parent, it became your responsibility to care for your child. If you hand your baby over to people and go do whatever whenever you want, your support systems will crash and you will burn bridges with a bunch of people. And when you do not have a support system, you will make life 100 times harder on yourself being a new teen parent. Sorry I'm bouncing, but he's gonna be taking a nap, so anyways, but like I said, nobody is responsible for your baby besides yourself. I'm not saying that people taking care of your baby while you go to school or while you work is taking advantage, because it is not. You are providing for your family, and that is okay. But when you are home and you are not doing anything else for the rest of the day, like school or work, it is your responsibility to take care of your kid. I understand people get sick and people get overwhelmed and you need help, but you do not need help 24/7. If you take advantage of this, I cannot stress this anymore, your support will crash and you'll be left to figure this out all on your own, and I don't want that for you, and I'm sure you don't want that for yourself. So honestly, I could say that was my biggest piece of advice, is to treat your support system like whatever is most valuable to you in your life. Treat your support system like that. Do not treat it like it's something you can get every other day. Treat your support system like it's the most important thing besides your baby, because it is. You need a support system, whether it be your mom, your dad, your friend, your significant other. You need it. With all these being said, I will be making another video kind of giving more advice. I think my next one will be, I'm sorry, I have a tickle on my throat. It will be more towards teen moms in general. My next video like this will be a sit down giving my advice specifically to teen moms while they're pregnant and right after they have a baby, basically about what you guys should and should not do. I know I'm not your parent, but I hope all these pieces of advice really help you guys, and I really hope that you listen and you take what I said meaningfully, because it is important. All of them. Like, I can't express how much this will impact you guys and how much of a difference this will make when you listen to it or when you don't listen to it. They will both have a huge impact on you. One will be positive and one will be very negative, and I really hope you guys choose the positive outcome. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you want to join me and Aiden on our journey through motherhood and his whole entire life, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we'd love to have you a part of our YouTube family. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.